Well, it was late, but that's because of those uploaders. The Toriko chapter 348. Still, I only had one complaint, really. At least one big, very big complaint. But that's not important. What's important is that Aimaru and the Gourmet Knight have returned, mentally exhausted, and yet has managed to retrieve the materials. For them to be exhausted like this, Yuda prepares himself. As that after that, Kuribo begins to work on the material, but he does it with bare hands. Apparently, that's how he always done so. In many fictional worlds of manga, it is said that when you want to do a masterpiece, you need to use your hands. And so, Manman, or whatever that thing's name was, creates a warp kitchen in order to drastically reduce time. Elsewhere, another one is creating it on milk, and here's the strange part. She calls milk he. It's a she, damn it! Unless, of course, she ate pear and decided to stay male. But no, I don't think that's happened. I just think that she's once again hiding her female side so much so she looks male. But that's not important. Either way, after that, the chefs of the 10 shells begins to talk to the chef of the human worlds and reveals that eating another will allow you to use the gourmet demon's tongue, but it also allows you to taste unknown things that you cannot taste as a normal person. For example, news. Apparently, another is very much needed in order to eat news. Okay, that doesn't make sense. Well, actually, it does. It's just that one thing that doesn't make sense, though. And that is, if that's the case, then why did you send those other three to hunt it down if they can't eat it? Or is it for the fact that news is still a wild animal, and even though they can capture it, they cannot cook it completely? And so, in order to capture another, they need them to go to area, what was it? 5? No, wait. 4 maybe. And then give them another that is cooked, because only after that can they eat news, because apparently news has no flavor. And unlocking the gourmet demon inside of them in the tongue will allow you to almost open a new stomach. With that, it's revealed that Komatsu managed to finish all the other cooking and is meet with Shanko, who reveals that his mother is alive, and after this you'll see them again. Although Shanko still believes Komatsu's cooking to be awful. A kid annoys the hell out of me for some reason. Either way, after that, Pukins have done the apron. Because after that, the making of everything is done. Both the apron, the chef's hats, I guess nice, and the pots too. Although the 3 of them are exhausted, it's also the same for the ones who are cooking the full course, although we do not see Rin, and I guess that's not surprising. Now all that is left is the chefs. And so Don Slime appears, but they call him Slimy. I guess he has no luck without then calling his real name. And he opens the door to the soul world, saying, "A new bring only your appetite. Welcome to Food Spirit's Kitchen." Or the destination is the Food Spirit's Kitchen. With that, they will finally begin hunting another. That's basically this one. My only real complaint was that he commented from milk. Other things, nah, not so much. I mean, of course, still so much information. But then again, this time they did say something that kinda makes sense. It's the fact, only kinda. I mean, technically, you cannot hunt the other full courses until you have eaten another. I meant you couldn't hunt a full course of the world until you have eaten a previous one. I mean, they were all in order. That's how I suspected it to be. And here it's almost suggesting the same. You must eat the fish another in order to eat meat news. I mean, the meat news. And so technically the others shouldn't be able to get the other full courses. But then again, that's one of the complaints I have with Toriko manga. Sometimes it seems they always change the ways it should be. But give me a false if you have any.